A university is not something that one simply opens, like a savings account or a jar of pickles. Any self-respecting academic institution was doubtlessly opened long ago by dignified people who wore bowler hats and spoke via subtitle. The world is a creation of the past, and it is our job to keep it all going and try not to touch anything.
Staff are reminded that dogs don't eat homework. Students are reminded that there's no such thing as free time. Taking students for scientography. You students should make a good first impression. No pressure. Announcement. The timetable is now live. Starting in the science lab.
You're listening to
Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio.
Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio. Today I balance two hats jauntily on my one singular head. My regular disc jockeying hat is joined by my occasional chef hat. Yes, I'll be taking you all over 2 Point County as I recount my latest culinary travels when I set out to find the finest foods our great county has to offer. Just a hungry man and his hatchback. It's a tale as old as time.
Students are reminded to set reminders. where your class is it really worth going? Work may or may not pay off.
The culinary world is a lot like the real world. There are places, there are smells, there's a chance you'll get lost. After a series of wrong turns, now 60 miles off course, I was treated to the first food of my trip. A wondering puffed pastry and something I believe to be meat. The buttery sausage-style matter mingled playfully with hints of pine from my air freshener. It was unexpected, it was dangerous, it was cold in the middle.
Students are reminded that some grades are personal. Visitors should be checked in and then removed immediately. Announcement. Plants need water, remember? Photography lecture, starting now.
If you ask me, Hogsport boasts the finest milkshakes in 2 Point County. At the Oily Cormorant, they'll serve you a traditional malt in an old leather boot and throw in a salt and vinegar egg. You just cannot beat it. Milkshakes are a great tradition. They're in our blood. In fact, I once received medical attention after enjoying a few dozen shakes and was told that my blood was over 60% ice cream. How we laughed.
Plagiarism is not a belief system. Frequently asked questions. Your food is cold because the oven wasn't on. If it's not on your CV, it didn't happen. Not to me. University gives you a bright future and clouds it with debt.
Oh, I don't know. Where do I start? I've been feeling a bit lost, you know.
Orb.
I could really do with a sense of purpose.
Foundation.
Who needs purpose when you've got the orb?
Tuition fees may be spent on administrative bonuses. for the litter that you... Oh, sorry, that's mine. Students are reminded that this is the fun part. Warning, stupid questions will make you look stupid.
Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio.
I'm a huge fan of Yeti cuisine. Yes, our neighbors to the north really know their way around a kitchen. From stews and pickles to 5-tiered sandwiches and, of course, their pies. Cold hands make the boldest pastry, after all, and it is freezing up there. You really must try it. It's the food of the people, and those people are Yetis.
Students are reminded to have the time of their lives. Frequently asked questions. No, I've not seen your frog. frequently asked questions. No, you can't have an extension.
I was famished when I arrived at the Royal Tumble Hotel. So much so that I took advantage of my kitchenette and feasted greedily on some toast. When I returned from a walk, I was stunned to find that all crumbage had been decrumbled. The bed was made and the toilet spotless. Every sign of life had been washed away. You've got to ask yourself, had I really been staying here? Indeed, do I exist at all? Lovely stuff.
Security breach. Please change your passwords. Sorry. We're approaching the end of the academic year. Try not to worry. The academic year is over. Students must vacate the campus. The end of year results have been released. Luck won't help you now. Summer break would be a convenient time for construction. Skills are non-transferable. Announcement. The campus just got bigger, not necessarily better.
This trip was all about regional delights and cultural differences. One man's casual vol au vent is another's world-shattering epiphany. The people of Smogly have been crusting and dusting their fish for as long as anyone can remember. But at the recently opened What's the Batter, they used a unique cheesy gubbin crumb. Ho 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 ho! I can safely say that it was the cheesiest fish this DJ had ever eaten. That's a winner.
If you hear this, please drink some water. Thank you. Tuition fees are expensive, and education is priceless. Frequently asked questions. No, I will not be your friend. Students are reminded to be in 2 places at once.
I hope you enjoyed today's show as much as I enjoyed my trip around this wonderful, mysterious county of ours. But for now, all of this talk about food has made me hungry. So I'm off to the fridge to take out the first thing I find and cover it in mayonnaise. Until next time, I've been Ricky Hawthorne. Cheers!
Now taking students for virtual normality. The academic year is starting. I hope you have a pencil. Students should check in before trying to learn. This is a test announcement, not a real announcement. asked questions. Yes, we are testing you. Unattended sandwiches will be eaten by me. Education is non-refundable.
Sir Nigel Bickleworth. Cheers, cheers! On 2 Point Radio, salutations and congratulations on your exquisite taste. You are tuning in for the peak of sophistication on our county's airwaves, Sir Nigel Bickleworth on 2 Point Radio. But of course, you already knew that.
The more you revise, the longer you've been revising. The administrator is reminded to stay hydrated.
It's time for Sir Nigel Reviews. And thanks to the enlightening intervention of our wonderful producers, you, the audience, have chosen the object of our desires this week. The public's collective wisdom has entrusted me with hog logs. I'm told a popular choice of breakfast cereal. Let's get this over with, shall we? Interesting. Interesting. It almost tastes like pork scratchings. Ooh.
Staff are reminded to care about students. Staff are reminded to be inspirational. No unauthorized talking on campus. Thank you. Announcement. Hitting the books doesn't mean what you think it means. It's almost the end of the academic year, in case you hadn't noticed.
Apologies for the abrupt end to our last segment. I've had a quick rinse and can commence with our review. The border of sweet and savory is, for some perverse reason, the fashion in fine dining circles, so I suppose it only makes sense that this would trickle down in some form to the food of the layperson. Congratulations to you, the common people, for joining in on this most foul of fads.
End-of-year results are now available. No unauthorized panicking. Enjoy your summer. I know I will. The summer is a good time to relax and prepare for next year. Frequently asked questions. No, your chicken should not be pink. Doctor, return to the hospital. Thank you.
New to the Crumley student range, unfoldable pizza.
Yum.
It'll fill you up without filling up your cupboards.
Oh yeah.
Crumley's unfoldable pizza. It's a fraction the size of your average frozen pizza.
Whoa.
And when it's unfolded, well, you've got yourself a whole pizza. Just like Mama used to make.
The timetable is not written in stone. Still, we're not changing it. Welcome, new students. We're more afraid of you than you are of us. Students are reminded that you came here on purpose. reminded that I'm not your mum.
Nigel Bickleworth, your friend over the frequencies. I tried to get this next song pulled from the station, but alas, what can one do? Well, I can play it with a disclaimer that you shouldn't enjoy it, and you won't enjoy it. You are some musical tripe, only on 2 Point Radio.
A prospectus is not a promise, but a course is missing a classroom. Students are reminded to find themselves. Distracted students should pretend that they're listening.
It's time to spill the tea with Nigel B. Nigel B? Who wrote that? Who wrote it? Have them fired, all right? Today I'm hearing that a production assistant at a certain radio station is getting the sack. Scandalous, I know, but you didn't hear it from me.
Students are asked not to ask questions. Warning, stupid questions will make you look stupid. If it's not on your CV, it didn't happen. Not to me.
It may come as a shock, but in my formative years, I went through a gothic phase. I know, it's hard to imagine, but to a young and impressionable Bickleworth, there was nothing more exciting than a flying buttress. And the gargoyles, so pensive, so lugubrious, so stony. Of course, I'd come to my senses and learn to love the provocative opulence and theatricism of the Baroque. We live and we learn.
Education is non-refundable. Students are reminded to be in two places at once. The administrator is reminded to stay hydrated. Tuition fees may be spent on administrative bonuses.
Call me Auntie Bickleworth because it's time for Agony Answers. Today's anguish comes from Patronized in Pebbly. My elder sister talks down to me. It's like we're still kids. How can I get her to take me seriously? Oh no, how dreadful. What a very serious and adult problem you have. My advice, grow up. And of course, tune in again next time. Ta-ta!
We are approaching the end of the academic year. Try not to worry. End of year results are now available. No unauthorized panicking. The academic year is now over. The summer is a good time to relax and prepare for next year. Students are reminded that you came here on purpose. Distracted students should pretend that they're listening. Maintenance announcement. Plants need water, remember? Tuition fees are expensive, and education is priceless. Announcement. The timetable is now live. Students should check in before trying to learn.
Hello, you're sorry. You're listening to Campus Radio. I'm Maggie Watmore, and I didn't realise I was hosting today's show until 5 minutes ago. It's okay. I'm sure we'll be fine. I haven't done a show without my notes before, but that doesn't bother me at all.
Hard work may or may not pay off. Staff are reminded that dogs don't eat homework. Frequently asked questions. Your food is cold because the oven wasn't on.
This next story is about a shed, apparently. That's all I've got. Here to tell us more is Hugh.
That's right, the groundskeeper's shed appears to have moved some 2 to 3 meters overnight. Of course, as an inanimate object, the sudden move has come as somewhat of a shock. One member of the custodial staff described the event as probably the strangest thing to happen in the greater Flemington area. Leading theories range from haunted wood to tectonic shifting, but one fraternity is claiming responsibility for the anomaly. Their spokesperson saying, "We just moved it. It wasn't that heavy. We can move it back if you like." Maggie, back to you.
Janitor required in lecture theatre. This is a test announcement, not a real announcement. If you hear this, please drink some water. Thank you. The more you revise, the longer you've been revising.
Should you study with a friend, or should you ignore them at all costs? We've all asked that question. Here's Wanda with the answer. Last week, I advised you to try studying in pairs, and it seemed like a good idea. Turn time with a book into time with a friend. A no-brainer, right? Wrong, I'm afraid. My roommate made up a mnemonic device for something on my course, but it was so effective that I can't remember what it stands for. All I have left is decorate my salamanders nightly. And what's that? Sorry, Jessie. Back to studying alone. Shame.
students are reminded to find themselves. Return to the hospital. Thank you. Asked questions. No, I've not seen your frog.
At Jumbo, we know it's our employees that are the big deal. That's why they get the Jumbo treatment. Mobile stationery, toilet substitute, sip of milk, leg rooms, dental surgeries, additional headrest, and our famous data system analysis training program system. Or FDAP-STAPS. I'm Jumbo McNally, and I wish I worked here.
Unattended sandwiches will be eaten by me. We're sorry for the litter that you... Oh, sorry, that's mine. are reminded that I'm not your mum.
That's it from us at Campus Radio, though my day isn't entirely over. I'm heading to the library to finish and start an essay, and I may be there all night, but I'll be back tomorrow morning for another show. Hopefully I don't fall asleep in the archive section again. Wish me luck.
End of year is approaching. It's too late to start trying. The summer is a good time to relax and prepare for next year. Enjoy.